It's the top of the hour. Putting the U in HBCU. We are HSRN. You are listening to Green Talk for Brown Folks with Ryan Marshall on HSRN.
Hello, everybody. This is another episode of Green Talk for Brown Folks with your host, Ryan Marshall, GTBF. I'm so excited that we are back in session for Green Talk for Brown Folks. We are just about 1 week away from Christmas, December 17th. I'm really excited. I was telling a whole bunch of people that I hadn't really been in the Christmas spirit. Obviously we wanted to be able to get our level of joy and I guess holiday spirit up for our kids. I have a 3-year-old, I think we've talked about him, 3.5-year-old Aiden and a 22-month-old Nora girl. And they are excited because we listen to holiday stuff all the time. Happy holidays, that type of stuff. And, it's really good that we're doing that for them. And I'm starting to feel it now because I think the closer you get to Christmas, the more you feel that. Maybe a reason why I haven't felt it is because I've been opening up the wallet a little bit, in number this Christmas season. And so I think it's hard to get into Christmas spirit sometimes when it's like, oh my gosh, I'm spending more money. I'm happy to do it for my kids and for my family and get them gifts or whatever. I think, we talked about not overspending and doing a lot of different things. You got to stay within your budget when you're talking about holiday spending. You definitely want to check that episode out. I had a couple of 2-part episode with holiday spending, but today is not really about holiday spending. And today is a little bit different today. Today, December 17th, Friday, December 17th, officially is the last day for the first set of HSRN social media interns. And I figured I've mentioned this before, but I am the social media coordinator for HSRN. And so we've been managing a team of 5 great interns. Mariana McCoy from Shaw University, who might I add, we have brought on, not full time, but in a graduate internship / hybrid job opportunity for her with HSRN, and so we're so excited for her. Julian Ross from Morris Brown College, Demarco Kennemur from Morris Brown College, Tariq Turner from Morgan State, and Bria Dorsey from Delaware State University. And I'm a little sad today because today is their last day officially of this internship. They have been fantastic, and it's been kind of challenging because we've been working virtually, having virtual Zooms and talking on the phone and texting and just to try to stay safe during this pandemic and all of these variants out here, the Alta and the Delta and the Beta and the Omicron and all this. So we just want to be safe. Plus, we're all in different locales. And so, with social media, it's just digital. In a lot of regards, and not just social media, but digital media. And so I want to kind of celebrate them today. I think it's so important financially when we talk about being able to take care of your school education. Finances is a big thing. And 85% of Black college graduates, bachelor degree holding college graduates, have student loan debt. And I'm going to pull this all together in a second. They have student loan debt. And I am a big proponent of families and parents taking care of and being able to put a plan in place to pay for their kids' college education. That is so very important because we shouldn't put the onus on them to have to start out life in debt because they've got mounds of student loans. And we're going to talk more about student loans here in the coming weeks because obviously that is getting ready to start back in a big way. And people have had almost 2 years of no student loans. But what HSRN did, and I am so proud of our general manager, our CEO. I'm so proud of our CEO, Omar Bashir. He made a commitment to putting up $500 for stipends, paid stipends for these 5 wonderful interns. And I got a hand clap for him. But it's so very important that we pour into our students, because college is tough. We didn't want to just give the school institutions the money. We gave them the stipend in hand. We said, hey, this is what you could do. We want to be able to do more in the future by being able to give more to our students. But it is so important that as they're going through school, I'm sure some of them have student loans and maybe some scholarships or grants or some other things. You're working hard to get this money. We wanted to make a difference here at HSRN. I wanted to make a difference with pouring back and giving back to those students as well. So kudos to you, Omar, if you're listening to this show. I'm proud of you, brother. And that is really fantastic. I want to showcase some of the things that these students have done with respect to social and digital media. And they've done quite a few things. If you've followed us on our social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, you have seen them. You've seen their faces. You've seen some of their work. They have worked really, really hard in the last 4.5, 5 months to give some great social media and digital media content. I'm really proud of them. And so we want to just air and broadcast some of their content. Some of it we hadn't been able to get off on social media, but I want you to hear some of the quality work that they have been doing. By the way, quick social media plug. If you aren't following us, you know my social media, and I'll give it to you again. But if you aren't following HSRN as a network, at HS Radio for Twitter. Follow us at HS Radio. Engage with us. Talk with us. We're here to give you all of the social media content. LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn. Hit it. Find HSRN. Connect with us there. We're on Instagram at HS Radio Network. Find us. Link with us. Check our reels out. Check our videos, our pictures, our comments, our digital media. Facebook. We have 2 Facebook pages, one public and then one private. And you just the public page is HSRN Network. Follow us or like the page. Come engage with us. Look at the digital content that we've got. We are enhancing that. And then also the private group, HSRN, the Voice of Choice. You can sign up to be invited to that, and we will bring you into that as well. But these students, I really want you to hear some of their work, because it is outstanding what they've done. And I'm really proud of these 5. And so here's some of their work. We're going to start with Demarco Kennemur, who is an intern or last day of our internship, but is a student at Morris Brown College, and he's got some great stuff to talk about. And we'll just kind of go through and have a conversation here about these students. And we'll be able to tie it in again to money and finance as well.
Hello, it's Demarco, a.k.a. Coach Marco Polo from HSRN, coming to you with another questions that need answers. So, with it being holiday time, I'm always curious to hear what family traditions there are. So, with that being said, do you think believing in Santa Claus hinders African American kids or kids in general? I believe that kids should believe in the spirit of Christmas, but why don't parents allow their kids to believe in Santa? So, these are questions that need answers. Have a nice holiday.
Demarco has a really cool segment that he just started doing, social media exclusive, web exclusive, called Questions That Need Answers. And so he has this really interesting question talking about kids and Santa Claus and all of those things. And we'll talk about that on the other side, because I think that has some financial bearing. Maybe Santa Claus is a really big thing, just like Valentine's Day is a big thing because of the capitalist society that we live in. They want you to buy things. They want you to spend money and open up the wallet. And so Santa bringing these gifts to these kids, Santa, we all know, is not really a thing, but they want these parents to become Santa Claus and bring these gifts, and maybe that causes us to then spend more money than we need to. But we'll talk about that a little bit more on the other side of the break. This is Ryan Marshall, GTBF, Green Talk for Brown Folks. I am so sad these interns are leaving. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. It's been a great run for 5 months for these interns, so we just want to kind of celebrate them today and tie them into the financial conversation that we've been having. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Green Talk for Brown Folks with Ryan Marshall on HSRN.
Welcome back to Green Talk for Brown Folks. It's your host, Ryan Marshall. December 17th, we're outside of a week before Christmas, 8 days before Christmas, and people are just frantically getting their Christmas shopping, trying to take care of that. I got a lot of it done. One of the things we talk about is as you get closer to Christmas, there are still deals to be had. So find those deals. Do comparison shopping. Don't just go to the first place that you see and just accept that, hey, this is a deal because they say it's a deal. It's 20% off. Well, they might have marked it up 20% to give you the 20%. And so do your due diligence. Demarco Kennemur has this question that needed some answering about believing in Santa or believing in the spirit of Christmas. And I think that goes into, if you're a Christian, you believe in Jesus Christ, and, and that's important. But there are other people that believe in other faiths, and I don't want to knock any of those other faiths. We don't want to, necessarily say that, hey, Christianity is the way to go. But I think that was an interesting topic. But obviously Santa Claus is nice for the kids, and I think for parents who want to portray that, Santa Claus came and brought all of these mounds of gifts, it's like, okay, I've got to live up to this Santa Claus fantasy and expectation, and you don't want to burst the bubble. And not let kids be kids. But let's be honest. I think sometimes we overspend. We get things and do things that are outside of our budget. We do things that might not be in the best interest for our wallet or for our family overall. And so those are some things that I think we could possibly do, is try to what my wife and I do is we do different things for our kids across the year. And we don't set up the expectation that, hey, you're going to have these huge mound of gifts. I don't know if that's a conversation maybe you need to have, but I think it's important, too, to have those types of conversations. We talk about financial conversations, in that you want to get your kids understanding about money and finance, and getting them financially literate right away. And there's some things that you can definitely do to do that. I think part of that conversation, too, could go into discussing maybe what Santa Claus is. You could do a little bit, but I know some parents at this time of the year, it's a rough time. Mommy, daddy doesn't have a whole lot of money. We don't have a whole lot of money to get you gifts, but I get what we got what we could. I know I've had those conversations with my mom, and with my dad over the years. And so that's a really interesting topic to think about. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Please send me an email, ryan.marshall@howmoneyworks.com. I'd love to hear what you think about kids and Santa Claus. And we celebrate Kwanzaa in this house too. So I think that's very important, to celebrate our African heritage. A lot of kids celebrate Christmas. A lot of parents celebrate and want to duplicate that, but sometimes they're financial detriment. Also follow me at Ryan H. Marshall. I'd love to, you could DM me, you can @ me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Want to also share some more interesting stuff from some of these other interns as well. I'm really excited. They have really done a fantastic job, and I do want to showcase their work because today is their last day officially as HSRN interns. One of our students, one of our interns, Bria Dorsey from Delaware State University, has been doing a great job, and she's been really awesome with a lot of the initiatives that HSRN has. And she did a video and recording on our health and wellness coalition. And so If you don't know about that, please visit hsrn.com and go to HBCU Health and Wellness. But a big part of your health and your wellness is financial wellness. And I think that's important, though they're tied in. They're all interconnected. And so having financial literacy and financial education to be able to make better financial decisions can certainly decrease your stress levels, can certainly give you a better mindset, a better mind frame about different things, and increase your health and wellness overall. We're not just talking about that. That's a big part of that. But we're talking also about your health overall. And, being sure that you get regular routine checkups, whether that could be an OB appointment for women, whether that could be just routine prostate checkups for men, just everyday checkups, and then also getting vaccinated. I think that's so very important to be able to get vaccinated and then get the booster shot, protect yourself. And so here is Bria Dorsey talking about HBCU health and wellness, and it's so very important, especially to the HBCU community and the HBCU schools out there. Here's Bria Dorsey.
Hello everyone, my name is Bria Dorsey, and I'm here to talk about HSRN, Black American Health and Wellness Correlation. HSRN is here for the HBCU family community, and with the process of us going through an ongoing pandemic, we just want to make sure everyone is taking the proper protocol against COVID-19, such as going out to get vaccinated. It is very understandable that a lot of people cannot receive the vaccine due to religion and health issues, and that is totally understandable. And also, a lot of people don't know about the actual benefits that the vaccine provides for individuals, and that's okay. So by visiting the HSRN Black American Health and Wellness Correlation website, there are actual activities and even a 30-minute conversation to discover with your school and organizations about COVID-19. So go check it out. Thank you.
So we're going to go jump to another commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have our third and final segment. We're kind of celebrating these interns that we've had here at HSRN. Today is their last day. I'm just kind of sad. I'm just really sad that they're going. That was a fake boo-hoo cry, by the way. That wasn't for real. The way I was doing it. But I am very sad that these interns are in their last day. So we're going to showcase a little bit of their work, tie it into financial conversation here on GTBF. And then we'll round it out with Tariq Turner from Morgan State, from Julian Ross from Morris Brown, and then Mariana McCoy from Shaw University. You hear a little bit of their work and what they've done. We want to be able to showcase them the right way. So this is Green Talk for Brown Folks, GTBF, with your host, Ryan Marshall. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Green Talk for Brown Folks with Ryan Marshall on HSRN.
Welcome back, everybody, to Green Talk for Brown Folks. It's your host, Ryan Marshall, GTBF. We're so excited to come back to you and finish and wrap up this episode, December 17th. We're about 8 days away from Christmas. Everybody's doing their final holiday shopping. And so we just want you to be safe, stay in your budget, don't overspend. But we're also talking about the last day of the interns that we have here, the HSR and social media and digital media interns from all different institutions. And we were really, really excited to have them here. We want to be able to showcase the last of their work. We believe here at HSRN that in order to put the U in HBCU, which is one of our slogans, we have to give back to the communities that we serve. We broadcast sports games, sports talk radio. Tomorrow, we're going to be broadcasting the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta between Jackson State and South Carolina State. That's going to be a great game. Deion Sanders and Jackson State's been in the news a lot this week for getting the nation's top high school football recruit, for being able to, for the first time ever, sell that game out. You're talking about 80,000 fans watching an HBCU game on an ABC, on HSRN. That's going to be exciting. Sports talk radio, community-based programming. We have to be able to give back. We serve our community. And part of giving back is being able to provide these types of opportunities, paid internships. And we want to be able to do that and give more money to these students, because a lot of these students are carrying that burden of student loans, student debt that they have to pay back. So a lot of them are starting their lives out in debt. I did. My wife did. I still have student debt that I'm paying off now. You know, one of the things we said is we are not going to have our kids pay a dime for college. And so there are some things that we have put in place for our kids in order to be able to have their student payments covered. So then that way they can have their college and they can just go to college. But one of the things we wanted to do was we wanted to pay this forward and start this initiative in this process. And so that's what we did. We gave $500 stipends to 5 students. Next semester, hopefully in the semesters and years going forth, we're going to be able to commit more money. We don't want to just give 500. Maybe it'll be 1,000. Maybe it'll be some other things. But that's so very important. I don't believe in unpaid internships. There are a lot of them out there, but we want to showcase these kids and do it the right way. We've showcased 2. We want to showcase the final 3: Mariana McCoy, Julian Ross, and Tariq Turner, as this is their official last day of their HSR and social and digital media internships. So here they are right here. Take a listen. They've done some really good work.
Good day, my good people. I'm Julian Ross. I'm one of the social media interns at HSRN. And today I just want to hit you with some facts about HSRN social media. All right. I work with a wonderful team. I love the team, the social media team. Shout out to all of you guys. And I just want to talk to you about what HSRN is doing in the near future with our social media. So the network is currently on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, if you didn't know. LinkedIn is the more professional social media platform. Twitter is the most active, I want to say, social media platform where things are going on every moment. And then Facebook is the most interactive, I would say, like community-based social media platform. HSRN has their hand in each of these platforms just to tap into the community, just to tell you things that are going on that you may hear on the radio, you may hear on the station, but in case you miss anything, we just want to keep you updated. We tell you about HBCU things. We talk to you about HBCU sports, of course, but also different things, different wellness programs, all that. We do all that on our social media. And so we've decided to bring that presence to Instagram. What is Instagram? Instagram is more of a visual-based social media platform. Because it's 2021, everybody likes to see pictures and videos and photos, and we just love seeing what everybody's doing all the time. HSRN is bringing that to you, and hopefully that means that we'll be able to show you what we're doing as well as tell you through the other platforms. That being said, hey, we would love your support. We appreciate the support that you already give us. We appreciate your loyalty. We appreciate just following us and keeping up with us. But we would also appreciate if you showed us love. When we make that Instagram, we launch that Instagram, we're going to need your help. We're going to need your help getting it off the ground. And we're just going to need your help, and we need to know what you're looking for. What do you want to see in HSRN's Instagram? What's something that you're curious about? Comment, like, share this. Let us know what you think. And when we launch that Instagram, you will surely know about it. Please give us a follow. If you don't follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, but you have one of those platforms, then just check us out on each of those so that you can stay updated and we can keep you posted on whatever's going on. But until next time, you enjoy the rest of your day. Even if it's going bad, enjoy the rest of it because it can always get better. That being said, I'm Julian Ross, HSRN social media intern, and I'm signing off. See you later.
Hello, this is Tariq Turner, and I am a social media intern for HSRN. I would say that home ownership is very important to me. I'm 21 years old. I've only lived in 2 houses my whole entire life. So my parents, they always provided, a safe blanket and security at home. And I don't plan to have kids for like another 10 years. But when I do have kids, I want to be able to provide them with the same, shelter that my parents provided with me. And I don't want my kids to have to like worry about where we're going to live at and going from like house to house. So I would say that just home ownership is very important to me. And I believe that everyone should have an opportunity to afford home ownership as well.
Hello, my name is Mariana McCoy, and I am bringing you your HBCU Facts of the day. So, as we all know, this is graduation season, and we at HSRN would like to send a huge congratulations to all of the 2021 fall graduates. You were able to push forth and get your degree in the midst of a pandemic. You should be proud of yourself. A huge part of the commencement ceremony, of course, is the commencement speaker. And this year is like no other for South Carolina State University because no one other than President Joe Biden will be delivering their commencement speech this year. Originally, Congressman Clyburn was supposed to deliver the speech. However, he'll be also walking with the 2021 graduates, as he didn't get a chance to in 1961 when he originally received his degree. So again, we would like to send a huge congratulations to all of the graduates of fall 2021, and we know that President Joe Biden will deliver an amazing speech for South Carolina State University. We wish you the best, and this is Mariana with your HBCU Facts of the Day. Make sure you come back next time.
So I'm so excited that you really had an opportunity to get a chance and listen to these wonderful interns. There's so much potential, so much promise there, and so many great stories. And we wish them well in their endeavors in college. And we're just so excited. We're happy for Mariana McCoy to be part of the HSRN team now on the Health and Wellness Committee. So we are really, really happy for that. And we're just really excited for what the future holds, for being able to give back and putting the U in HBCU, and being part of the solution here, for kids in their college journeys, because we understand that finance and money is tough. And a lot of these kids are thinking about that while they're thinking about their school. And so if we can help ease that burden, we will absolutely do that, here as well. So thank you so much for listening to HSRN. It'll be Christmas. It'll be after Christmas the next time we join together. Next Saturday or next Friday, it'll be Christmas Eve. So it won't be Christmas yet. But I want to say, if I don't get a chance to talk to you, or you don't get a chance to listen to the show again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all of those things. We really appreciate you being here and listening to us each and every week here on Green Talk for Brown Folks. We don't take that lightly. So until next week, Christmas Eve, so long. We're going to have some more tips for you as you make your final purchases and shopping approaches as we're approaching Christmas. So have a great Friday, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening to Green Talk for Brown Folks with Ryan Marshall on HSRN. Follow Ryan's social media on Twitter at Ryan H. Marshall and on Instagram, RHM WealthWave. You can also connect with him via email at ryan.marshall@howmoneyworks.com. That's ryan.marshall@howmoneyworks.com. Join him next Friday at 1 p.m. for another edition of Green Talk for Brown Folks.